Welcome to the Unsung Photographer. Hey guys, Bob Kearns, the Unsung Photographer. Something crossed my mind, so you guys went out after last week, the big micro Four Thirds / mirrorless thing, Sony having the new full frame mirrorless camera out. So let's say you're in transition. Let's say that you're looking to move away from your big DSLRs. Okay, so what are some of the steps involved? Well, the first thing I noticed is I'm out here and I would like a little fill flash. And I have these teeny weeny little flash that's on top of the camera, which is nice to have. And the Panasonics and the Olympuses do have flashes you can go out and buy that will do TTL. Very similar to the Nikon and Canon ones, though they're smaller, of course. I don't know much about that system yet, but we'll let you know as we find out. So right now, I don't really have a solution. All I have is some of my older gear. So I want to take a picture of this flower. So I can go in, have a look-see, snap my pic. It's a little overexposed. Turn it down a little bit. Get some color. Pretty. A little more. And I'm getting some fill in from this flash, but it's kind of obnoxious. It's just pointing in and it's just making everything flat. I'm not really all that thrilled with it. So there's one without the flash. And you can see the background and the detail is lost. You can see the flower because it's in the bright sun. But we really need to backfill it a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get a tool. Okay, we're back. And I've got my old standby, my favorite flash of all time. And we're going to turn this, slide this little devil on. The GH4 comes with this cap on the hot shoe, which is nice, but that won't last very long. I'm sure that'll get lost. So we're going to put this speed light on. Put it on. Make sure that we're in a manual mode because, quite honestly, there's not much here. There's wave automatics because this is not a Nikon camera. So it doesn't really talk to it. So we have to do things manually. So, because we're just looking for a little fill flash, I'm going to put it at about an 1/8. Nice and wide. You can see 14 millimeter. Close enough. Let's have a look at our flower. Take a little test shot. Flash fires. And you know, it's not looking too terribly bad. I'm kind of hating that, but it's the same thing. The flash is pointing straight at the subject, and everything gets flat. It's not very interesting. So what's our solution for that? More tools. Hang on. Aha! Look what we have here. We have a stand, and we have a little adapter for putting on the flash. And we need to tighten this a little bit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now we're going to take the flash off the camera, put it on our nifty little flashy stand here, which you can get at any camera store in the world, or B&H or Amazon or wherever you like to shop. It's a flash bracket for a light stand. Light stand also available everywhere in the universe. So let's put this down low here. And just try and fill in behind that flower a little bit. And I have a funny feeling we're going to get some of this little spider web back there too. So let's see. Oh! No flash. Why would that be? Well, we have to have some way for this to trigger that flash because they're not attached. Now, you don't have the fancy-dancy Nikon CLS system anymore. But almost all of your Nikon flashes, and I'm pretty sure your Canon flashes as well, allow you to go ahead and put them on in Nikon land. It's SU4 mode. In most cases, it's just an optical trigger. An optical trigger is when one flash sees another one flash. This one goes off. So we'll pop this little flash up here. Put this back down where we wanted it. And you have to try and orient this so that the sensor has some chance of seeing this little flash go off. Right? And the other thing we need to do, and that's great, is go to our flash control on this bad boy. There it is. Go to flash in your menu. You want your fire mode to be manual. You want to turn your flash way down, say to 128th power, because you want it to pop, but you don't really want it to add to the frame. So turn it down as low as you can. Okay. Now we're back. So let's see what happens when we take our photo. Ah! And the Nikon flash went off because it saw that. That's really nicely lit. Background's lit. We've got some nice shadow detail in the background. And we've got a nice looking picture. But what happens if we want to put our flash someplace where the optical doesn't work? Well, now we're in trouble. There are a lot of inexpensive wireless remotes on the market. But the majority of them are dedicated to one system or another. They're either Nikon or Canon oriented. And I don't know of any that are really supporting the Panasonic Olympus Micro Four Thirds protocol or the Sony's right offhand. So you may have trouble finding those. That only leaves you one solution. Let me get a tool. Very common in the industry, pretty much the industry standard, pocket wizards. These things work on every camera I've ever seen. I use them on the brand new cameras, and I use them on my old Bronicas and my N90 from back in the day. Old Canon cameras. Just everything in the universe. So the trick here is we can close this now. This is a Plus X. They're about $90 a piece. They work pretty well. I've never really had them fail on me. I've used them for studio strobes. I use them a lot for speed lights. It's a good tool. Got these on my channel selected. I got that turned on. Now the extra bit of work with these is that you have to connect one to the camera and of course one to your strobe. That sort of limits you. You need to make sure whatever speed light you buy has a port that you can hook good old-fashioned PC cable, right? You can see that while we're on into it to trigger it. There are other cables that have other connectors on them, but you need to have a connector that's supported. I think they have 1/8 and quarters, but most of those you find on strobe. So let me make sure we're on the right channel. Pocket Wizard is on. Let's just do a quick test. Yep, it fires it. Very good. And we're going to put this back down. Now we won't need the little flash, and we can put this anywhere we want because it's a radio. It really doesn't matter how far away you are. So we can come way back here. We can be behind the camera. It doesn't have to see anything special. So let's go ahead and take another shot here. Beautiful. All right, so there's a little demonstration on how you can get your flashes that you own to work with your brand new camera. Good luck with that. All the other rules apply as far as exposure and metering and all that good stuff. Have fun. Keep shooting, hang in there, be a nice guy, have a nice day. Somebody mail me a tagline. I need one. All right, thanks. Later, guys.